In this video, I'm going to show you the best diet to gain muscle as a skinny fat Indian kid. So when I was younger, I struggled so much to gain muscle, and it felt so difficult for me. Like, I would do all of the training. I could do hundreds of push-ups, but I would barely have any muscle. And it was all primarily because of my diet. Diet is such a huge component when it comes to gaining muscle, looking aesthetic, all of that sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you how I did it. And this is my transformation.
Babe, wake up. Lanik dropped another one.
I want you to completely ignore your parents when it comes to diet advice, because unfortunately they, one, don't have the same goals as you, and two, they most likely don't look the way that you want to look, right? You need to find someone, maybe me, and listen to them about their diet advice. Follow them, follow what they do. Maybe find someone that's very similar to you, looks very similar to you, is very similar to you, similar ethnicity, similar background, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I've put skinny fat Indian kid, because I want to help out my Indian brothers, you know, the skinny fat ones that are like me right now when I was younger. So don't listen to your parents and stop having so many rotis. Rotis, dal, all of that. It isn't going to help you gain muscle. Dal, there isn't enough protein in dal. And even if there is, and if you eat the amount of dal that you need to get the amount of protein out of, it's an incomplete protein. It doesn't have the full amino acid profile that's going to help you gain muscle. So it can actually limit your muscle building side of your body. Your protein resynthesis and all of that sort of stuff. Protein synthesis, yeah. So what do you actually eat? So when you're eating your curry and stuff, add extra protein, because you're not going to say no to your mom's cooking. Even though you want to ignore her diet advice, don't say no to your mom's cooking. Still eat her cooking, but add protein. So add some chicken on the side, add some eggs, and make that the main center focus of the dish. Have one or two chapatis, or one or two rotis, and the shak or the curry. Have a bit of that, but then just mix in some eggs, mix in some chicken, whatever sort of protein you want to add it in, and have that alongside it. And you want to make sure you're having natural whole foods, because while you're doing this, you might as well be healthy with it. There's no point going out there and just getting these processed chicken nuggets, smiley faces, and having that with your food, because then you just end up like eating all this processed bullshit chicken. And yeah, it might help, but then it's going to lead to a bunch of other issues. You might gain muscle, which is your goal, but then you're going to have shit skin now. You're going to have acne. You're eating this like red 40 glucose syrup chicken nugget. What? It sounds like bullshit, bro. Don't have processed chicken. Get proper quality chicken. Go to the butcher's, and you don't even need to go to the butcher's. Go to your Lidl, go to your Aldi, and get a proper nice chicken breast. Cut it up, marinate it, and toss that in with your curry. And it'll actually sometimes taste 10 times better. Sometimes it doesn't even always look the best or the most appealing, but those are the foods that always taste the best, in my opinion. Especially if you made it, you know what's in it. So the percentage makeup of your plate should be 80% protein, 15% healthy fats, and 5% carbs, which is very, very difficult as an Indian kid, because most of it is literally just carbs. Even like your curry, most of the time it's potato curry, peas, cauliflower, all of that. It's just carbs, right? And then obviously you have your roti, which is also carbs. So you need to make sure you're adding a lot of protein into it, and just decreasing the portion sizes of roti, decreasing the protein sizes of the curry, and making sure you're having a lot more protein and healthy fats. Try and get your mum, instead of using vegetable oil or seed oils to cook, make sure she's using olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. And it's very, very difficult to do. I still haven't even been able to manage to convince my mum to do it. She still uses sunflower or vegetable oil, which is so bad and so unhealthy for you. But having healthy fats is so, so good for you. All of the bad things that you've heard about fat from the doctors is all to do with polyunsaturated fatty acids, which is most likely the oils that your mum uses. which is vegetable oil, sunflower oil. We used to use ghee back in the day, which is one of the best fat sources. But then colonialization happened, and we moved to the UK and this and that, and now vegetable oil and sunflower oil are so much more affordable and they're cheaper. And wait, the doctors say it's healthy. No, it's not. That's going to increase your bad cholesterol. It's going to increase your chances of cancer. Vegetable oil and sunflower oil and all of that sort of stuff is so close to crude oil. It's actually designed to be a fuel source for engines, for cars. You're not an engine, you're not a car. You are a human. You need fat that has come from an animal because you are an animal, right? Think about it. Animal to animal compatibility is so much better than plant to animal compatibility, right? Like, tell me I'm making sense here. Like, it should just click in your head when I put it like this. A lot of people are thinking, no, but we're herbivores. We need plant stuff from plants. You're an animal. You need things from another animal. It makes sense. Having even olive oil or coconut oil, even those, or avocado oil, those aren't the best. The best is tallow, lard, fats that you get from animals. Now, obviously, if we're Indian, we can't have beef, so there's a little bit of a moral grey area that comes into it. Do whatever you wish, whatever goes up to you, duck fat even. That's another good option that you could have. But if you can't have those, the second best is olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. Use those and you'll be set, you'll be golden. So a couple of example dishes that you can have is, say for example, your rajma, right? Your kidney bean curry. You're going to be having that, which is great for protein because you've got the kidney beans. If you want to add more protein to it, add some tuna, add some chicken, cut up some chicken breast, chuck it in there. If you want to add some protein to, like, I don't know, magni dal, again, chop up some chicken, chop up some tuna, chuck that in there, maybe saute it a bit, cook it in there so it gets the flavors in there, and it tastes so good. It sounds weird, but it tastes so good, trust me. So a lot of people in this space are currently like, oh, you need to have a carnivore diet. No, no, you need to have a vegetarian diet. No, 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 you need to be vegan. No, no, you need to eat only fruits. The best diet to have is the diet that we're designed for, which is an omnivore diet. An omnivore diet is a mix of both meats and veg and fruits and everything. You can eat everything, but in the right portion sizes, right? You want to have more protein, more animal-based stuff, which is difficult as an Indian, I know, trust me. But have your eggs, have your chicken. If you can't have chicken, eggs max. Have as many eggs as possible. And the good thing for you is actually that eggs these days are technically vegetarian because they have been sterilized for, I don't know what the specific term is, but those eggs aren't going to go on to make chicks, right? So regardless of what happens, those specific eggs are inert, meaning that, pardon me, you're going to end up, even if you don't eat that egg, it's not going to end up being a chick. You're not saving a chick's life. It's still an egg, right? So even if you're vegetarian, you can still have an egg and still get all the protein. Eggs are vegetarian, guys. Eggs are vegetarian. Now, this is going to be hard to convince your parents and explain that eggs are vegetarian. Most Indian parents already know, but yeah, eat your eggs. Eat as many eggs as possible, and just focus on getting in more protein. Don't completely cut out veg. Don't completely cut out curry. Don't completely cut out carbs. Don't completely cut out carbs, but reduce their portion sizes, reduce their quantities and the amounts and the sizes, and you'll be golden. And finally, drink lots of water, and specifically with electrolytes, because water itself isn't just hydrating you, you need the electrolytes within it to hydrate you. Electrolytes meaning sodium, your potassium, all of that sort of stuff. And if you don't have money for like electrolyte water, electrolyte sachets, or any of that bullshit, literally just put some salt in your water. That's all it takes. Don't put too much because you want to manage your sodium levels, make sure you're not consuming too much sodium. But if you're sweating a lot during physical training, it's good to get that sodium in, get that electrolytes. So make sure you're having electrolytes in your water. And while we're also here on diet, as a guy, I want to make sure that we're not decreasing your testosterone while we're doing this. So no plastics or testosterone draining things. So if you're eating from plastics, BPAs and microplastics actually leach into your foods, which can have a negative impact on your testosterone. So when you're eating, make sure you're eating from not plastic containers, but glass containers, glass plates, maybe ceramic plates. Anything like that is so much better and healthier for you. Back in the day, we used to eat from metal, and that was the healthiest thing. And then modern industrialization and the plastic revolution, and now we have plastic everywhere. You want to avoid it as much as possible. I could be drinking this from a plastic cup right now, but I've got a metal spoon and I've got a glass. Yeah, metal glass. 90, I would actually even go as far to say 99% of the things that I consume have all come from metal, glass, or ceramic. And that's the way that you want it to be. Don't eat from anything that's plastic. Plastic spoons, plastic plates, all of that is so bad for your testosterone. And you want to increase your testosterone because obviously testosterone can help with muscle growth, right? If you're eating like chicken out of a plastic bowl, it's like one side, yeah, you're getting the benefits of having the chicken, having the protein, but then the other side, you're having something that's decreasing your testosterone, and therefore you're just kind of nerfing yourself. Why would you do that? Now, the final point is less/zero soy. Now, soy can have the effect of like phytoestrogens, which basically just means fake estrogen in your body, meaning that it will increase your estrogen levels and decrease your testosterone levels. Now, as Indians, especially because we like try and do all this vegetarian and all of that sort of stuff, we come across all of these like soy fake meats, which advertise, oh my god, so much high protein, blah, blah, blah. And you've got the right intention of trying to get high protein foods, but then it's decreasing your testosterone. And like I said, it's that thing again of like, you're getting the protein in, but then you're decreasing your testosterone. And you don't want that. So avoid soy. Now, one of the main products on the market right now is corn. Corn actually is, I've looked into it myself, it isn't soy. It's something called mycoprotein, which comes from mushrooms. So mushrooms don't have anything like phytoestrogens or any bullshit in it like that, so you can eat corn happily and healthily, that's fine, to get your protein. But anything else, which is like soya chunks or anything like that, don't eat those. Those are really bad for your testosterone, right? Corn is good. Corn you can have. So, canal approved, have corn. Where you can, have proper protein. Have eggs, have chicken, have animal-based protein. But there's nothing wrong with corn. You can have corn. But don't have soya chunks, don't have soy sauce. As a guy that loves his noodles, his street food noodles, his Chinese chow mein, it sucks to hear that you can't have like noodles because obviously they put soy sauce in that, but it's important, right? You don't want to decrease your testosterone. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more of me, click the link in the description and like, comment, subscribe if you want to support a small, unconventional YouTuber. Catch you guys in the next one.